What is up, guys? And in today's video I will be reviewing Halloween Kills. It's finally here. We waited a whole year for this thing, and did it live up to the hype? Is it a good Halloween movie? Yes and yes, but I don't think everybody's going to love it. I think it's going to be very divisive, but I think that's the fun of it, because everybody has their own opinions, and I really enjoyed it, even though it does have problems similar to Halloween 2018, even though this is way better than Halloween 2018, and I will explain. Before I do jump into the video, do make sure you smash the like button, please subscribe, and stay tuned for tomorrow for the spoiler review, spoiler talk, discussion, and stay tuned for my ranking tomorrow to see where this lands on the ranking. So stay tuned for all that. Let's get right into the video. So the first couple of things that I do want to talk about, that I want to get right out the way, is positive things I love about this movie. They did live up to their word. This is Michael Myers' movie. I love that they lived up to the word of that. This is his movie. We never really had a Michael Myers movie like this, where it's his movie, you know. And what I love about this, even though this is his movie, it still feels just like a classic, almost 80s, almost like an 80s Halloween movie. You know, like a Halloween 2 or like a Halloween 4, where it's just simple but also very effective. But they make it their own thing. I really love this Halloween movie. I'm not going to touch too much on it here. I'm going to talk more about it in my spoiler review / spoiler talk tomorrow. But the flashbacks. The flashbacks were amazing. I love the flashbacks. They didn't mess with too much. It was just right. There was a surprise. I remember when the flashbacks came on, it surprised me and my jaw dropped. Like, I was jumping out of my seat. And they did recreate the Myers mask, obviously, and they did such a good job with that as well. I thought it was nice. How they put in, Brackett and, all of these characters. I thought it was really smart to put all these characters in the way they did it. It didn't hurt the story. It just helped the story, I think, flow-wise. The kills are amazing. The gore, again, they lived up to that. This is the goriest Halloween movie, and it has some really good kills. Even though I do like the kills, and I do feel like they lived up to their word, I wanted, a couple more kills in this. I don't know. Yes, they lived up to their word, and there are some good kills here and some very, I think, iconic moments. Just in general, outside of the kills. But I would have liked maybe a couple more kills. Considering the fact there's something that I feel like they could have took out the movie entirely. They could have just cut it out. Yeah, I'm gonna talk more about that here in a minute. Just some other things I like. I like the whole chase scene in the park. That was brilliant. I love that. I love the score. I thought the score was its own thing. We never really had a score like this before. And I know I'm going to make some people angry when I say this, but the score kind of reminds me of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. But here, it's more fleshed out. And what I mean is, in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, he did his own score, but it didn't have that effect, didn't have that feel. Here, it's its own score, but it feels like that classic score. Not only does it feel like that classic score, in my opinion, but not only does it feel like that classic score, but they actually do use some of that original score, which I love. I love that they made the score their own. And I know some people may hate me, comparing the score to Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, but I think that's just the best example I can give, because we never really had a score like this, and I think they really fleshed it out here as well. I love the whole scene with Myers' house, in present day and in the flashbacks. They did a great job recreating that in present day and in the flashbacks. Man, I really enjoyed Halloween Kills, man. I think it was worth the wait. It was worth the hype. It really was. A couple more things I really enjoyed about this movie. I love the whole firefighter scene. I thought that was funny when the one dude was like spraying him with water. Like, what is that going to do? That didn't do a single thing, obviously. It's water. Like, what's that going to do to Michael? I really liked Alice in this. Alice, she really stepped up to the plate. And She really stepped up to the plate, and in my opinion, really took that Laurie role. In my opinion, Alice took that Laurie role. Loved it, loved it. I'm not gonna spoil too much. I just don't want to spoil too much. I just mainly want to discuss my opinions on the film. You know, the whole surprise with the flashback, I love that. You know, but there are some negatives, some things I don't like about this film. They kind of hold it back for me. What are those things? Well, a couple. One, I'm going to talk about Tommy Doyle. Now, Tommy Doyle was an awesome addition to this film, but I also kind of feel like he was just some random guy with a baseball bat. Us as an audience member, at least me, I thought that was stupid. Like you know what Michael can do, you know, and you think a baseball bat is going to stop this guy. How? How was that? Like, to me, that was just, I'm sorry, that was kind of dumb. To me, they kind of treated Tommy a little bit just as this random guy that leads this mom into a chaos, and then something bad happens, like they accidentally kill somebody. You know what I mean? Like, so I didn't like that. I also thought Laurie wasn't needed in this movie. Yes, I really liked Laurie in this movie, but she wasn't needed. She really wasn't needed. Like, they could have easily killed her off in 2018, which they should have, by the way, and we would have still had the same movie. We would have still had the same film. So, Laurie, she's not even in the movie. Like, let me be honest with you. I don't think it's a spoiler, but she's really not in the film that much. She's just there telling stories in the hospital. Michael doesn't even go in the hospital, which I will get into later because, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. You know, I just didn't like, you know, even though I liked Laurie in this, I liked Jamie Lee Curtis's performance, she wasn't needed. I'm sorry, but she really wasn't needed here. Like, I just personally feel like Laurie could have not been in this movie and it would have been the same movie, personally. The ending. I'm not going to talk about the ending here. Obviously in spoiler review. But the ending, they lied to us about something. That is, if you know, you know. They lied to us about something, and now we got to wait another year to find out what happens. I'm not going to say what happens, but just know. And the death. I'm not going to spoil it. Like, sound like a broken record. Stay tuned for the spoiler review. But that death had me slumped in my seat. I did not like that death at the ending. Thought it was, like, again, visually, it was cool. Like, Michael just killing that person, just like killing her. You know, just killing that person. It was cool. Really cool. But, not what I wanted, and not what I expect, and probably it's not what you guys expected if you're in the boat that I am in. If you've seen it, you know. Like, I don't know, man. I just wasn't fond of the ending. Sorry. The whole house. You could have did without this and still had the Myers house in there some way. Michael wants to go to his home. Again, I don't think it's a spoiler. It's in the trailer. But he wants to go to his home. Okay? So he wants to go to his home. It's not explained, okay? At least I don't think it's explained. Maybe I don't get it. Maybe with my second watch, I will understand it. But me, I don't get it. Why does he need to go back to his house? You know, they try to explain as like an essence type of thing. People go up to the window and stare off. I don't understand the purpose of all that. I just found it kind of stupid. Like, so he's drawn to his childhood home. Okay, I mean, I'm just seeing plot holes here. I'm just seeing some problems, but go on, you know. But, you know, and there was another thing I think I talked about a little bit. The whole scene that could have been cut out completely was the whole scene where we have this random guy, right? It's just a random guy running around the hospital, back and forth, and they think he's Michael. I got a couple of things to say to you. That's the stupidest decision I've ever seen in a horror movie recently. Because, you know Michael, okay, he's going to kill all of you. Like if he was in that hospital, like we all kind of thought he would have been, would have killed everybody in that lobby easily. Sheriff, everybody would have been dead. Number two, he's a tall dude. Like, Michael's a pretty tall guy. So he would have stuck out. And he's, like, in this, like, mechanical, jumpsuit. Like, like he's in this mechanic's greasy, bloody jumpsuit that's probably a little bit damp because of the hose at the beginning. So, like, he's going to stick out like a sore thumb. Like, Michael's not stupid. He's not stupid at all, and they kind of treat him like he's stupid in that one scene, which I totally hate. I hate that. I just hate that. But it is what it is. I think that could have been taken out completely. Again, it's strange, man, because, like, I really enjoyed Halloween Kills, and I really like it, but the thing, I think, my favorite thing about this movie would be the story direction, where they went with Michael, making this movie Michael's movie, and the kills and the gore. Love it. I love the whole scene at the park. I can't wait to do my spoiler review because there's just so much. There's just so many things I want to discuss and talk to you guys about. That I obviously can't do in this video. Well, I can, but that will defeat the whole purpose. But yeah, I enjoyed Halloween Kills. I thought it was a fun entry in the franchise. I think it's the funnest one out of the franchise. I used to say Halloween 6 was the funnest one, but I think this is, the funnest one. I think if you want to watch a Halloween movie that literally it's Michael Myers' movie, yes, this is Michael's movie. And again, I'm not going to spoil it. But does Michael win? Yes and no. Yes and no. Like, he wins, but he don't. I think he wins more towards the town rather than our main strode females. And you will see what I mean by that. If you've already seen it, then you know what I'm talking about. Just don't spoil it for people in the comments. He won, but he didn't win. Because I can guarantee you, like, Michael's not satisfied. Michael's not satisfied at all because of the person he killed. He's not satisfied. He's not satisfied, and I'm sure he's not. But final thoughts on Halloween Kills. It's a well-welcomed entry in the franchise. I'm not going to spoil my ranking, but it's high up there. Makes Halloween 2018, I'm not going to lie, drop all the way down. I like that a lot of the comedy is just gone. Thank you. A lot of the comedy's gone here. It's a perfect Halloween movie with flaws. If that makes any sense, it's a perfect Halloween movie with flaws. There's just some things I just found stupid and want to completely taken out of the film regardless ever how people felt. But that is my Halloween Kills review. Stay tuned for the spoiler review. Who knows? I may do the spoiler review tonight. Who knows? But for right now, Halloween Kills gets a 9 out of 9 or a 9.5. I think it depends on my mood. But right now, I would give it a 9 out of 9. I think later on I may give it a 9.5. But right now, it's a 9 out of 9. It's a well-welcomed entry in the movie. If you want to watch a Halloween movie that literally has Michael front and center, this is the one for you. And I think I love this Halloween movie because of that. Just because of how different that it is. Because from the score to how they treat Michael, I love it. 9 out of 9 for me, or 9.5 like I said. Let me know your thoughts on Halloween Kills in the comments below. Make sure you smash the like button and please subscribe. And make sure you hit that notification bell. Catch you guys next video. Let me know your thoughts on Halloween Kills.